started university, I was really like, oh, am I going to make friends? And lectures and teaching actually started happening. It was like, wow, I'm actually settled. I'd made a few friends, I had plans, my schedule was packed.
ARU became more of a support system.
Throughout these 3 years, I become more confident. I also start learning to become a leader.
I've built really strong relationships with people that I feel like will go on further outside of uni.
Teachers and other staff are always ready to help.
At ARU, it was literally the best experience I could have ever asked when it came to the whole university life. Even though COVID came around, ARU did well to maintain the whole thing.
I was ready for this new journey because I was going to study something I always wanted to.
The connections which I made here will have a very big impact on my life. It will benefit me in the future.
When I will graduate and walk on the stage, all the girls who have ever wished for education and they wanted to achieve something higher in life, all of them will be graduating with me that day.
This is like the best decision I've ever made.
I'm really excited for the future. I want to see what is to become of me.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I've changed a lot in this uni.
I couldn't ask for anything more than this.
What message would you give to the class of 2022?
Congratulations for reaching this point and look forward to the journey ahead.
You've come through one of the hardest times that I think that any generation of students has had, and you've come out on top.
The world is your oyster. You know, there's no limitations to what you can achieve.
You make us proud.
Give them hell.
I'm so proud to be a part of ARU, and I hope you are too. It's a wide community getting wider around the world, and it's a proud boast to say I am an Anglia Ruskin graduate. Well done.
I want to become in future is professional footballer,
cybersecurity analyst.
I'm going to be the Prime Minister.
A lawyer.
Public health professional.
Emergency medicine.
Software engineering.
Physician associate.
To be an actress.
In the future, I would like to be a successful person and happy person.
Professional actor.
Senior lecturer in history.
Managing director.
CG supervisor.
Alumni officer.
PhD student.
Veteran.
Chairperson of the National Youth Environment Council. Volunteer for the Royal British Legion.
Registered music therapist.
Founder of Little Lifts.
Honorary graduate.
We all should be really proud of ourselves and we deserve this.
Good morning, everyone. Please do take a seat. On behalf of the Academic Registrar, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you to Chelmsford Cathedral for this morning's ARU graduation ceremony. We have all gathered here to celebrate your success, the class of 2022. We are pleased also to have with us Deputy Mayor of Chelmsford, Councillor Sue Dobson. I think it is fair to say that as a cohort, you have had one of the more unconventional higher education experiences. I am sure there have been times when you have had your doubts as to whether you would ever get to a graduation ceremony, but you have, and very well done to you all for undertaking your studies in such unprecedented circumstances. Graduation ceremonies follow a tradition that dates back to the 15th century, and it is a tradition that has evolved since. Roughly translated, graduation means taking a step, and graduation symbolises the move of the former student, now called a graduand, into a new role in society as a graduate, where they will use their skills and talents developed during their studies to contribute to the future advancement of our society. As each graduand crosses the stage, they will pause, doff their hat and bow to the Vice-Chancellor, who will respond in kind to acknowledge their success and moreover to symbolise their transition to their new role as a graduate. We will applaud them for their success so far, but also in anticipation of the contribution we expect them to make to the future of our society. At the conclusion of our ceremony, the Vice-Chancellor will formally admit all new graduates into the community of scholars. And as new members of that community, as the academic procession leaves the stage, the new graduates will join the procession, and that will bring the ceremony to a close. During proceedings, those graduating with higher research degree awards will have their hood placed on them by the Vice-Chancellor, to indicate that they have attained the very highest levels of academic achievement. So it is now time to begin our formal proceedings. I hereby declare the ceremony to be in session, and I call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Roderick Watkins, to address you. Vice-Chancellor.
Deputy Mayor, graduands, family and friends, colleagues, as Vice-Chancellor of Anglia Ruskin University, I am delighted to join you today at your graduation ceremony. And firstly, to all those graduating today, my congratulations on reaching this milestone and graduating from your chosen course. Today is a day of great celebration. It's an opportunity for each of you to take stock, to reflect, and celebrate your achievements to date, but also to look forward to the exciting careers that stretch out in front of you. And whatever career you enter, you are the future. You now have the opportunity and the responsibility to embrace and promote change, to implement new ideas and new ways of working. The passion, energy, and commitment that led you to undertake your ARU degree and gave you the strength and resilience to succeed in that task, despite all the challenges that you'll have faced, including those posed by this dreadful pandemic, can now be applied to building your careers and realizing your aspirations. And whether your future lies in education or health, social care, law, science, technology, or the arts, with your passion and your expertise, you really can now make a difference, helping society to address the challenges that we all face. And we will have succeeded in our task if we have helped you to develop the skills, confidence, and the determination to influence and lead your professions, to promote change, and to achieve your ambitions. As well as serving our students, we at ARU are fully committed to serving our region. Economic development, social inclusion, business support, tackling health inequalities. These are all fundamentally important elements of our mission, transforming lives through innovative, inclusive, and entrepreneurial education and research. And despite all the challenges that we've faced together, we have had another highly successful year at ARU. We've made extraordinary progress on our journey towards opening a new university in Peterborough, ARU Peterborough, which will welcome its first cohort of students in September. And this new university will provide life-changing opportunities to thousands of local people who may not previously have considered degree-level study, and deliver a skilled local workforce that will meet employers' needs. In November last year, we were awarded the Queen's Anniversary Prize for our world-leading research in music therapy, and in particular, our research with people living with dementia and their families. In January, we opened the UK's first Samaritans University Hub on our Cambridge campus, and the Chelmsford Hub will be opening soon. And in April, we were ranked first in the UK and 20th in the world out of more than 1,100 universities for health and well-being in the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings. And our students won innumerable prizes, including the Klaus Pflüger Prize for Debut Children's Book, the top prize, the Sir Lenny Henry Award at the Royal Television Society's Student Television Awards, and the New Talent category at the World Illustration Awards. And we are a genuinely global community of students and researchers. We attract students from over 135 countries, and they flourish with us because they find a second home here. And our researchers, too, have worldwide reach and impact. In this year's National Research Excellence Framework, 16 of our research areas were rated as including world-leading research. And our researchers are tackling real-world issues, from improving internet safety for teenagers to changing the lives of people living with dementia, and from developing compassionate resilience in healthcare workers to addressing the global burden of eye disease. And our researchers responded rapidly to the COVID-19 outbreak by committing to research that would help us to understand and develop interventions to address the massive impact the pandemic was having on us all. Their work included research into ways to speed up coronavirus testing, research into how COVID-19 is affecting the eyes, how it's making tinnitus worse, and an investigation into innovative drug combinations that can help reduce complications in COVID-19 patients. So in our research, as in our education, we are having real, tangible impact on people's lives, and that's something of which we are all really proud. But above all, we define our success as a university by the positive impact we have on the lives of our students and the communities we serve. And for us to succeed, we will need your support as our newest alumni, because the support we receive from our alumni and our friends really matters, adding value to the education we provide our students and supporting our researchers to push boundaries. So please help us. Help us to build links with your networks and your professions and spread the good word about your university. Before I close, I would please like to pay special tribute to your families and friends who have provided you with their constant support throughout your education. You and we owe them our sincere gratitude. So please join me in thanking them. Thank you. And I would also, please, like to acknowledge and thank my colleagues, the staff right across ARU, for their tireless work and professionalism and their extraordinary commitment to supporting you and all in our community through the challenges of the pandemic. But above all, once again, my warm congratulations to you all. I do hope you enjoy today. A rather hot day, but I hope you enjoy today. And I wish you well wherever your ARU degree takes you, and please do stay in touch. ARU is your university for life, and our success and your success are inextricably linked. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, thank you. We now come to our main business for today's ceremony, the presentation to the Vice-Chancellor of those receiving awards today. And I now call upon Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Dean of Faculty, Professor Nigel Harrison, to come to the podium to present to the Vice-Chancellor graduates from the Faculty of Health, Education, Medicine and Social Care.
Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present to you graduates from the Faculty of Health, Education, Medicine and Social Care. For the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Early Childhood Studies, Isabel Ash Croft. Natalie Louise Bailey. Rachel Barnard. Arwa Ali Mohammed Binbrek. Khadija Ali Mohammed Binbrek. Wafa Ali Mohammed Binbrek. Yasmin Burney. Jennifer Sarah Bunby. Tierney Rose Butcher. Holly Butler. Emma Louise Carter. Harriet Judith Church. Lisa Claydon. Nicola Claire Dye. Holly Victoria Geddes. Catherine Goody. Zoe Svenjar Habrik. Jasmina Julia Hamdonna. Courtney Louise Hedford. Gemma Louise Hoffman. Michael Lee Holt. Zoe Jaggard. Ashley Victoria Kerr. Amina Kanom. Deepa Ormi Kanom. Anastasia Lupakova. Saffron Monica Malpass. Ivy Ruiz Mantilla Bushell. Sarah Louise Marks. Thea Marrington. Fatima Khatun Monaf. Annalyn Sanchez Moore. Emily Mowat. Sobia Nawaz. Olawa Damaimalola, Olawa Fulmailola, Olawa Sowa. Sheila Paveen. Stella Perdonai. Liliana Pereira. Francesca Plale. Lucy Elizabeth Powell. Joanne Pugh Neto. Ifat Zara Rahemtula. Catherine Robinson Hughes. Delphina Roca. Morgan Rose Russell. Alicia Alice Scott. Michelle Ann Smith. Amy Ann Spillard. Hope Elizabeth Stanage. Elizabeth Talabai. Libby Tune. Eleanor Lucy Turner. Samantha Tyler. Jocelyn Dulcie Ann Whitaker. Lauren Wiseman. Vice-Chancellor, that partially completes the list of graduands for me to present to you today.
Professor Nigel Harrison, thank you. We have many distinguished academics at ARU, and I would like to ask one of them, Julia Carr, Senior Lecturer, to come to the podium to offer a few words.
Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, colleagues, graduands, it's a pleasure and an honour to stand before you today to share a few words to celebrate your success. What I see as I look around me is a group of very talented people, all of whom have achieved so much during their time at ARU, and all of whom, I'm sure, will achieve so much more over the years to come as they build their chosen careers in the vast, varied, and vital field of education. I remember talking to some of you about the idea that university study can be viewed as a conversation that started long, long before you came to ARU and will continue long after you graduate. But for a while, you have had the chance to join that conversation. Initially, you may have mainly listened to the voices already in the conversation, but gradually you learnt from and with those around you until you were ready to not only join the conversation, but to shape and guide it. Then, all too quickly, it's your turn to leave the conversation as your university study comes to an end. There are many ARU students who have come before you, and so many more who will follow you. But none of them will have the same university experience as you. Your conversation is unique to you. For many of you, just as you were confident about joining in the conversation in the classroom, in the cafes, on the ground floor of the library, but not in the quiet zones, the world went mad. And overnight, the conversation took place online, from your kitchen table or from your bedrooms. This wasn't how you or we expected the conversation to develop, but you adapted, you persevered, and since you're here today, you succeeded. For all of you, during your time at ARU, you have learnt the skills and knowledge that you will need to succeed in your next adventure as you move into your future education careers. But your time at ARU has helped you develop far more than skills and knowledge. You have grown in ways that you probably never imagined when you first joined this university conversation. You have succeeded at a time of upheaval and disruption that very few of us have ever experienced, and hopefully never will again. We, your tutors and ARU staff, have watched many of you keep going in incredibly difficult circumstances, in which it would have been completely understandable for you to say, "I need to stop." But you didn't. You found the strength to keep going, to earn your place here today. We have seen you support each other and help each other learn how to adapt and how to continue to learn and develop in some very uncertain times. But not only did you help and support your peers, but you were supportive of us, your tutors, as we learnt to adapt and grow in those challenging and uncertain times. And for that, we are very grateful. So while the time that you have spent taking part in this university conversation may have seemed daunting and difficult at times, it has changed you as people and prepared you for all the conversations that you will have with different people in different places in the years to come. As you graduate from ARU today, I have no doubt that you are ready for the next stage of your lives, whatever that might be, and that you will continue to make your family and friends proud, to make yourselves proud, and to be an absolute credit to ARU. Congratulations, you are amazing.
Julia, thank you. We now continue with the presentation of those receiving awards today, and I call upon Professor Nigel Harrison to return to the podium to continue the presentation to the Vice-Chancellor of graduates from the Faculty of Health, Education, Medicine and Social Care. Professor Nigel Harrison.
Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to continue presentation of graduands from the Faculty of Health, Education, Medicine and Social Care. For the award of Bachelor of Arts, Education, Sydney Jane Parks. For the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Education, Charlotte Romy Briggs. Lois Adele Godfrey. Chloe Beatrice Katie Gupper. Oliver David Lewis. Katie Marie Lobu. Carolina Magdalena Misko. Pauline Kangay Mitchell. Joshua Luke Pearson. Nicola Jane Stalker. For the award of Master of Arts, Early Childhood Education, Abimbola Ajoki Joshua. Nayana Locke. For the award of Master of Arts Education, Megha Falgun. Pooja Ranai. Ajay Tom Shirian. Jiza Gangad Haran Nair. Blessy Florence Joseph. Liana Chrissy Leet. Afolabi Emmanuel Olayamai. Lucinda Strutt. Neha Verma. For the award of Master of Arts Education with Early Childhood, Damola Dolapo Ayeni. Anisha Mathina Shah. Nawisha Manayath Nazar. Swathaimel Vinu. For the award of Master of Arts Education with Special Educational Needs and Disability, Hannah Louise Jared. Sarah Margaret Kern. Aslam Mulhamad Akal. Razan Mohammed Kazem. Victoria Tapp. Edna Thomas. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate, Learning and Teaching, Higher Education, Jane Louise Birch Mills. Poppy Frances Gibson. Christopher J. Awadina. Katie Kuken. Jeffrey Anthony Mercer. Lucy Miller. Tivase Ojeda Lopez. Maria Papagiannika. Rosa Prieg Proll. Chinenyai Ifema Ubey. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate, Learning and Teaching in Higher Education, Hassan Tariq. Kiran Hoshad Zadi. For the award of Master of Arts, Special Educational Needs and Disability, Victoria Louise Shingles. Susie Stevenson. Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present those who have been awarded higher research degrees. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis entitled Class, State Schooling and Social Inequalities in England, a critical ethnography with a participatory visual intervention for the empowerment of an underclass, Sharon Jones. For the award of Doctor of Education with a thesis entitled Teachers as Readers, Readers as Teachers, an investigation into the reading experiences of early career English teachers, Alison Feist. For the award of Doctor of Education with a thesis entitled Voices of Secondary School Leaders, Perceptions of the Relationship Between Distributed Leadership and Student Achievement, Gillian Thomas. For the award of Doctor of Education, with a thesis entitled Exploring the Introduction of the Montessori Method in a Malawian Cultural Context through Collaborative Action Research with Children and Teachers, Michelle Diana Wisby. For the award of Doctor of Education, with a thesis entitled Changing Teaching to Improve Bioscience Learning in Large Midwifery Lectures, the Example of Neonatal Jaundice, Nina Fiona Whittle. Vice-Chancellor, that completes the list of graduands for me to present to you today.
Professor Nigel Harrison, thank you. Many congratulations to you all. In addition to your success, there are many fellow graduands with whom you studied but who are not attending today's ceremony for a variety of reasons. In their absence, please would you join me in acknowledging their success. We are now nearing the end of our ceremony, but first I should like to ask Pauline Mitchell, one of our wonderful new graduates, to come to the podium to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of those receiving awards today. Pauline.
Thank you. Vice-Chancellor, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, fellow graduates, it is my pleasure to offer the vote of thanks today from myself and on behalf of all the students graduating at this ceremony today. I want to thank the senior staff, my course lecturers, the staff behind the scenes at Anglia Ruskin, guests and members of families, friends and colleagues. My time at the university was supported by fantastic colleagues and some of the most amazing lecturers whom I had the pleasure of learning from and with in a non-didactic manner. For example, my lecturers would often point out obvious flaws in my reasoning in a subtle professional manner, in a way that encouraged critical thinking and problem solving without actually giving the answer or making you feel, for want of a better phrase, like a fool. So thank you for that. As a result, my education course enabled me to critically engage with my studies and equipped me with the knowledge and poise to speak and advocate for others. As a cohort, we were able to meet physically and engage with others on our course, although I'm sure not as much as we would have liked due to the COVID pandemic. However, our course leaders were very considerate, and they accommodated our learning needs as best as they could, in as much as they had their own responsibilities and families to cater to. So thank you. Although the opportunities available to us were limited by the lockdowns, we were able to adapt and, where possible, meet with others online. This was no easy feat, so well done us. And this was mainly outside our learning setups. So, as I'm sure most of the students with practical elements to their courses would attest to. As we look to the future, some of us are furthering our careers and entering teacher training courses, while others are considering entrepreneurial opportunities, while others doubtless would like to take a break and assess what options are open to them. Maybe one day, some of us will return and be a part of Anglia Ruskin staff and could work with those who've inspired our learning and harnessed our criticality, unfortunately for them. And maybe we'll be able to help others to access and improve upon the opportunities we all had while here. Some of us would continue to progress to postgraduate studies like myself, while others would doubtless like to take a break. Finally, I would like to thank my course leaders for electing to give me this opportunity to give the vote of thanks. Thank you, everybody, and well done us. Yes.
Thank you very much, Pauline, and very well done. I now call for one final time on the Vice-Chancellor.
So now, please, will all those who have been presented to me here on the stage this morning, will you please stand? As Vice-Chancellor of Anglia Ruskin University, I hereby admit you to the degrees, diplomas and awards for which you have been presented to me today. As a member now of the community of scholars, take all that you have learned into society and uphold the values of freedom of thought and scholarship. Our warmest congratulations to you all.
Honoured guests, that brings us to the end of our ceremony, and I hereby declare proceedings closed. Can I now please ask you all to stand for the academic procession?